कितने सिंगर्स थे रे सरदार। हिंदुस्तान के बहुत सारे सिंगर्स थे और इतने सारों को एक साथ किसने गवाया रे।
ਸੈਂਜ ਅੱਜ ਸੰਸਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਛਾਣਿਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਸਫ਼ਰ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਸੋਚੀ?
I started my whole suffer in the music business started when I was young, 15, 16 years old. And I started remixing Hindi songs. And from there I just grew from passion to more passion, more passion. And I started doing it full time by mid-20s. And then I moved to England and started doing it professionally. And from there, came to India, and the rest is history.
ਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੇਰਣਾ ਸਰੋਤ ਵੀ ਹੈ?
My mom and Bob are probably my biggest inspiration. I've always looked to them for everything. Even musical taste is very similar to my dad. So that's pretty much where it comes from. And then the music around me, with the hip hop, living abroad, the hip hop music, reggae, dance, all these different musics. I just mix masala into my music with some desi in it, and that's it. That's my style. That's my inspiration.
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੌਣ-ਕੌਣ ਹੈ?
ਮੇਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਰਾ ਬਾਪ, mom, and ਛੋਟਾ brother ਹੈਗਾ. That's my family. Nice small little family.
ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਨਾਮ ਸੈਂਜ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪਿਆ?
ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਸੰਜੀਵ ਸਿੰਘ ਲਾਟੀ ਹੈਗਾ. That's why from Sanjeev became Sanj, and then DJ Sanj. ਬਸ.
ਅੱਜ ਡੀਜੇ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਪਰਮਾਰ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਕੰਪੀਟੀਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਖੜਾ ਮਹਿਸੂਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ?
I think I've been in the business for over 10 ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ. So I think I'm heading towards the top or almost there. And I think I have a lot to offer. And Punjabi music, Bollywood music, English music. So I'm still got the best years ahead of me. So I'm looking forward to that.
ਕੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਸਲੀ ਗੀਤਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਰੀਮਿਕਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਵਿਗੜਾ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂ ਸੁਧਾਰ?
Well, I think, as far as remixes go, I think remixes are very popular now. But I started doing remixes when I was younger. But all my music in the last 3-4 years has all been original from scratch. Every dol, every tumbi, every lyric is all done from scratch, from start to finish. So I think I enjoy that more as well. As more expressing myself and what I like in the music and what I want to express to other people.
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਰੋਤੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕਿਸ ਵਰਗ ਦੇ ਹਨ?
Majority of my fans are basically the youth, between ages 8 and 30. They're the ones I see at my parties when I go DJing around the world. So I would say they're my major fans. But any uncles and aunties out there who love my music, much appreciated. And keep listening.
ਤੁਹਾਡੀਆਂ ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਐਲਬਮਸ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਈਆਂ ਨੇ?
So far in my career, I've produced over 15 albums. But in India, the only albums that have been released so far have been 3 of my Punjabi albums, Block Party, Sanj versus Karan MC, and D Unit, plus some compilation albums and stuff. But a lot of people don't know about the English music I do, hip hop, R&B in America and in England, as well as the dance music that I work on with a lot of pop and gore bands and that sort of thing. So I think this year and next year I plan to focus more in India and actually showcase more of my other various types of music that I work on. So DJ Sanj is not known for just Punjabi Bhangra, but he also can do English, Hindi, Bollywood, anything. In my career I must have done released at least 15 albums or more. But in India itself I've only released 3 albums, those being Block Party, D Unit, and Sanj versus Karan MC. The funny thing is that, Punjabi music is just one part of all the music I do. I do a lot of English hip hop, R&B, dance. I've worked with a lot of English artists and African American artists, and I do a lot of songwriting, English songwriting. And that doesn't really get showcased in my music in India, which I plan to change. In the next year or 2 years, I'm going to focus more on doing some Hindi, fusion, Bollywood type music to showcase different side of me. And a different side of my musical talent. And I hope everyone appreciates it just like everyone's appreciating my Punjabi Bhangra music.
ਇੰਡੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ 3 ਐਲਬਮਸ ਲਾਂਚ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ, ਬਾਹਰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ, ਇਸ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਕਾਰਨ?
Well, a very simple answer. There was a Bombay company called HOM, House of Music, and they heard one of my songs called Mitran de Hath Fadke. And after they heard that, they wanted to release it. So they approached me and said, we want to do your album, which was called D Unit. And they've been releasing my albums every 6 months. and they're very happy with me. So that's really as simple as that. But then now, you know, because of the popularity I'm getting in India, I'm going to focus more and spend more of my time maybe focus on India for the next 2 years, versus when I've been basically working abroad, outside and traveling, you know, quite extensively. So very simple answer to that question is there's a company in Bombay called HOM, House of Music. They heard one of my songs called Mitran de Had Farke, and they loved it and wanted to release a full album of mine. So that album was called D Unit, which is my first album in India, which is I think is coming on to 2 years now. It was released. Then after that came MC versus Sanj, and then Block Party. They've been very happy with the success of all 3 albums. It just made me think that I've got fans building up in India, that I want to focus more on India, more so than I used to in the past. Before I was more focused was England, Canada, America, Australia. Now I want to focus on Punjab and the rest of India, which is what I'm going to do the next 2 years. So you'll be seeing a lot more albums, not just 3, but you'll be seeing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 albums coming out.
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰੀਮਿਕਸ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਸੈਟੀਸਫਾਈਡ ਕਰੋਗੇ?
So I used to do a lot of remixes when I was younger, and the whole purpose of doing the remix was to basically change the song enough, or maybe westernize the song with some fusion, so the youngsters would like it. So if I took an old Hindi film song from Kurbani, mix it with a dance beat, then the youngsters would like it, like my age group back then. And that's what the whole concept of remix is. Remix is just to change it and make it a different feel, so someone else might like it. And that's what I thought a remix was, and that's what I always did. But lately, you know, I mean, I like to do original music, you know, things from scratch, do the songwriting, do the music from scratch. And it's more expression that way. And I prefer doing that versus doing the remix. And I think anyone that likes remixes, I mean, that's totally fine with them. But my preference now is towards more original music.
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਪਸੰਦ ਹੈ?
मैं सब कुछ पसंद है, from aloo parathe to with makhan and achar, to gulab jamun, to buttered chicken, to, you know, going to McDonald's and having a hamburger or Pizza Hut. I love food. I love everything.
ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਫੇਵਰਿਟ ਗਾਣਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ? ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਦਾ?
मेरा favorite गाना हैगा अपना पंजाब वर्गा, which is sung by Karan MC, which was released in the UK last year, but will be coming out in India in February. And then my favorite song of someone else is Sajna Ve Sajna by Gurdasman. That's one of my favorite Punjabi songs.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਗੀਤਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀ ਖਾਸ ਸਟਾਈਲ ਵਰਤਦੇ ਹੋ?
My style is basically dance music. I like to play and make music that makes people want to get up and dance, whether it be at a family wedding or at a club, disco, or just in your car. That's where I like to, you know, where you get the energy and you want to get up and you want to start dumping and jumping and that kind of thing. That's where, you know, I feel best and I feel most comfortable when it comes to making music.
Hey, मालूम नहीं क्या? अरे एक ही तो है, नॉर्थ अमेरिका का मशहूर कलाकार Sanj.
Which is your favorite place?
My favorite place, Toronto हैगा, because I grew up there as a kid, and when I go back there, I get the memories of childhood, and I just love the city. It's a lot of fun. It's where I started, so I have a special attachment to the city.
ਕੋਈ ਬਚਪਨ ਦੀ ਯਾਦ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ?
एक मेरी बचपन की याद है, when I was the first time I DJ'd at a club in Toronto. I was like underage. I wasn't legally allowed in the club. I think I was only 17 at the time. And I was so nervous. I just kept sweating and just shaking and shaking and shaking. And I remember that I played for about 15 minutes and it seemed like 10 hours. I was so nervous watching the crowd and everything. And then after that first time, I said, I don't want to do this again. But I ended up still doing it. So but that was the weirdest thing, weirdest experience.
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਹੈ?
That would have to be my father. My father and I have a very strong relationship, and we're very similar. We're digital copies of each other. And if anyone I was closest to, it'd be my father.
ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਨਫ਼ਰਤ ਕਿਸ ਨਾਲ ਹੈ?
I don't have any nafrat in my heart for anyone. I always believe in peace, love, and harmony. And I don't have the energy or time to really hate anyone. So for me, it's just everyone just live in shanti and peace and love and get along. So no hate.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿ ਸਿੰਗਰ ਦਾ ਗੀਤ ਰੀਮਿਕਸ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਖੁਆਇਸ਼ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਹੋ?
I've been pretty lucky that way. I mean, my favorite people that I like to listen to as far as Punjabi music goes was Surinder Shinda and Kuldeep Manik. And I've remixed all their hits. I mean, I've had Surinder Shinda, you know, Uncle G come up to me and say, you know, I like the work that you've done for me and stuff, which is a great compliment. So that way I'm very lucky. The people I wanted to remix, I've got a chance to remix, and I've actually got a chance to meet them and hang out with them, and it's been a great experience. So knock on wood, you know, it's been good.
Lil Sanj. That's how it goes, baby.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਸੰਦੇਸ਼ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੋਗੇ?
Well, I just give a big sat sri akal to everyone, and thank you very much for supporting and buying my music. And I'll be back in Punjab once again. And check out my next album coming out, Apna Punjab Varga. I'm sure you all like it. And just keep sending the emails in, and I do read everyone. So thank you very much.